What is going on, everybody? everybody. How we doing tonight? I I thought that might be fitting. Because we are about to get it going again. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope you're doing great. I wanted to come on and kind of do a live stream tonight. My first night back of having an operational system to do this again. As you all know, I've been down for about a month fixing a busted computer and trying to get my setup and everything to where it used to be, recovering files, all that kind of jazz, working on animation and comic book stuff and some things I lost, some things I had to go treasure hunting in the cloud, basically, to find where some of my stuff had been saved and stored for a little while. But I'm back. So I know a lot of people were like, what's up, Stina? What's up, Jordan? How's everybody doing? Glad to be back. I put that up on Twitter today, or X, or whatever you want to call it. I still call it Twitter. Who gives a shit? Like, I still call it Twitter. We've got some new stuff coming. I got like new logo, new graphics, new stuff like that. This right here stayed pretty much the same because I'm like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I got some other things I wanted to put up. Not a lot. I don't feel like a lot has happened since my stuff went down at the very beginning of August. Like it was it was pretty dire when my stuff went down. I was pretty upset about it, but we're back in it. We're back in the saddle. I'm excited. I'm ready to do it. Let's see here. I need to get a little tune going. There we go. Cool. All right. So I've seen a lot of people asking, like, what's going on with my stuff, the content, what's happening with the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Remake, Saga stuff. I'm still going to be covering all that. It's just right now there's nothing to cover right now. Like until, and I told you all, September would be when we got our next look at Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, right? It's going to be September. Unless they drop a bomb in like the next 3 days, it's going to be September. So I think it's going to be Tokyo Game Show for sure. I don't think there's any way around that. I think that's what we're going to get. And I'm pretty excited about it. But we will still be covering that stuff. I'm going to be covering a lot of different things, like a cornucopia of gaming stuff. We're going to be doing a lot of different things, talking about a lot of different things. I've got some retrospective things I want to do. So, and my release schedule is going to be more solid. Like I think my release schedule is going to be like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, every week, some kind of release. I had toyed with trying to do the everyday release schedule, and then I missed a day or two, and then my computer crashed. So that was not off to a great start. But I am really excited to get back into making content. I got the new setup. I got everything rocking and rolling properly. So I'm ready to get it. But what that means is I do have other things going on now. Like we are heavy in pitch / pre-production because we're moving forward with producing the first season of Aurora. So, and I'm also simultaneously working on / finishing volumes 3, 4, and 5, so we can have nice staggered releases for the books. So that's taking up a ton of time on top of, full-time dad, husband, job, and all that kind of stuff. So what does that mean for YouTube, right? What does that mean for me doing YouTube work? It just means I'm gonna be giving you more by doing a little bit less. And what that means is I'm going to have structured release schedule of, like I said, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And probably stream 2 nights a week. Or maybe 2 afternoons a week. I haven't figured that part out yet, the streaming thing. I just wanted to come on tonight and talk to you all about what's going on. There are a lot of things cooking, a lot of things brewing. I'm getting the art channel rolling next week. Still figuring out what that's going to be, but I'm going to upload 1 video a week to the art channel, the Ray Kaufman art channel. And so hopefully everybody, well, not everybody, I know a lot of you are just here for the gaming stuff, but there is a contingent of you on this channel that are excited for the art channel. So I'm really excited for that. And it's not going to be just art. Like, anybody can go on and do a time-lapse video. You know those really shitty time-lapse videos where, like, you're like, okay, this is a tutorial video. No, they're not saying a word. There's no words on screen. It's just their mouse flying around the screen and selecting icons. I'm not going to be doing a lot of that stuff. What I'm going to be doing is talking about the process, how I do things, what I'm thinking as I'm creating, and talking about some things that have helped me, and maybe imparting knowledge to other people who want to break into doing things that I'm doing currently. So that will be a lot of what that channel is, because there's a million time-lapse art video channels, and I'll do some time-lapse art, but that's not going to be a lot of what I do. So I'll be talking about the business of art and what it takes to go from being a good to great artist, and using business and developing a business mind to get yourself to the next level through marketing, through this other stuff. And you all know that I do marketing. That's a big thing of what I do. So that's partly what I'll be talking about on that channel. So, and we're also going to be talking a lot more about the marketing side of the gaming industry here on this channel, because I know a lot of people like to talk about that. Like, I'm looking at Somali. What's up, Somali? Fix Square Enix's release schedule of games. We'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, things like that. So, what's up, Nelson? Good to be back, man. Good to be back. We got everything set up. We got everything rocking and rolling. I appreciate you being a stellar member of my Patreon, Nelson. And it's a good thing I've got a good Patreon following, because I had to use that to fix my computer setup. But I got one like. I got one person liking the stream. That's why nobody's seeing it. Throw some likes on there for me. Let's get this thing going. I've talked to a lot of people in DMs, and some people have, you know, hit me up on Discord and talking and things like that, and they've been asking about some stuff that I had talked about. Like, I dropped kind of some cryptic social media posts about, and it wasn't intentionally that way, it was just the way I tweet and the way I post on social media now is like, if I have like a random thought, I just post that random thought. You know, it's like a collection of my random thoughts. That's how I don't try to structure anything anymore. I'm like, nobody really cares about Twitter anymore anyway, so it's just going to be like a storehouse for my random thoughts. So I put something up about just, you know, being super real in my content in the future, not being for the faint of heart. I'm not trying to do like some kind of like scorched earth, like shock value, say something for shock value kind of. I'm not doing that, but I'm not going to pull any punches anymore either. Like, you know, we can have debates around here. People can disagree with me. That's kind of what my channel's been built on, is like I am kind of polarizing in the fact that I try not to, when I make predictions and I make stuff like that, I don't try to make it sound like I'm a know-it-all, but I always speak from a point of confidence, and I think that rubs people the wrong way. I will be doubling down on that now. Because I think if you do anything, if you put yourself out there in any way, even if I wind up being wrong about everything, do it with confidence. Always be confident. Don't let people run over what you're thinking. Don't let people run over your thoughts. Don't let people try to run roughshod on you. Because here's the thing. The comment section, all the people who are like nasty in comment sections and nasty on Twitter and things like that, those aren't real people. They're not going to come up to you in real life and talk to you in your face and say stuff like that. So It's that right there. It's this all day. It doesn't even matter. So I will be keeping it super real with you all from now on. Like what I think about what Square Enix is doing and other gaming companies, who I think is hot and who I think is not. Like that's what we will be doing from now on. But with no disrespect. Like it takes a lot in the gaming industry to even make a game. Even if you think a game is terrible, it took a lot to make that game. You know what I mean? So I want to acknowledge that, and I want to raise that up and respect people's work, but at the same time explain this is why I don't like it, or this is what I think about this. So back to you, Somali. You were talking about how would I fix Square Enix's release schedule of games. I wouldn't. Here's the problem with Square Enix right now. They're trying to just pump out as much stuff as they can. If some interns have a project they're working on, hey, let's make something of that. And we got the higher ups who have had this game planned for 7 years. It's finally coming out. Hey, let's do something with it. It's like it is a mess. The release schedule at Square Enix is a bit murky right now. They're always putting something out. They'll put mobile stuff out. They'll put like AAA stuff out. They'll put like indie looking stuff. I mean, they put out so much stuff, and it's great that they put out so much stuff, and I don't think they should stop that. I don't think they should shut the faucet off. Don't shut the sink off. But I think if they just staggered things a little more accurately, based on what sales projections are, and based on, like, there are a number of factors that go into it. Like, what's the budget? What's the sales figures? How much do we have to make back on this right now? Can we push this back because we don't have to make its budget back right now, but we have to make this other game's budget back now? We got to put it out. They need to do a better job of staggering those things. And I'm not gonna bug you all with numbers and things right now, but they need to do a better job of staggering those things, because you'll go, I think, what was it, last October or last November, we had a stretch of like, there was a mid-tier to big game coming out once every 2 weeks for like 2 months for Square Enix. It was like fall of 2022, I think. It was when Valkyrie Profile? It was the Valkyrie game that came out that was super like mad disappointing. That game was pretty disappointing. I didn't even finish it. FF16 had too many cutscenes. Well, yeah, I kind of figured it was going to. It was very cinematic. 16 had some amazing character work. Like, the character work in 16 and the voice acting were incredible. Like, amazing. But it was not without its flaws. It was not the best Final Fantasy ever made. I know a lot of people were jumping on that way. It was not. It was not. It maybe cracked my top 5. It might have cracked my top 5. Sodolphus is a top 5 Final Fantasy character. Like, Sodolphus was a top 5 Final Fantasy character. There were aspects of 16 that I thought were the best thing, the best way they had done it. It was definitely the best looking game that I feel like Square Enix has ever made. The character work, it was the best voice acting they've ever had in a video game. And I think the voice acting in 16 was actually better than in Remake. Not because it's better, but I feel like the whole cast as a whole hit their range. Final Fantasy VII Remake's whole cast has not hit their whole range yet, because we haven't seen their whole character arc yet. You feel me? This is creative talk. We haven't seen, like, for example, Rufus's full creative arc. We haven't seen Aerith's full arc. We haven't seen Tifa really come at Cloud and all this other kind of, we haven't seen their full character arcs. So we haven't seen the breadth of what these actors are going to bring to their characters. So, but for right now, for my money, Final Fantasy 16 is the best voice acting they've ever had in a game. Most beautiful game. Sodolphus, top tier Sid. He is up there with Thunder God Sid from Final Fantasy Tactics with me. And Thunder God Sid to me is so cool because he's basically Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he's super overpowered. And he's like very regal and everybody respects him, you know. So, and that is a bit of bias on my part. You know, it's like, of course the new Sidolphus is probably better than Thunder God Sid, but I love Final Fantasy Tactics, so nah. That's me being super mature about it. What's up, everybody? We got people filing in. What's up, Man Thing? Pipe Belly Peter Vickers. What's happening? Optic Gamer 37. What's happening, everybody? I think most people that attack certain games have never metaphorically given birth to anything to attack someone else. And well, exactly, Man Thing. I think that's a very good point. He says, if you all didn't read it, I think most people that attack certain games have never metaphorically given birth to anything to attack someone else and their art because one simply doesn't like it. It is proof to me they exactly, yeah. Unless I'll take it a step further than that. You can never have made a thing in your life and still respect the work that goes into it. It's a maturity thing. It's a maturity thing, and there are a lot of people in the community, especially in the Final Fantasy community, that low level maturity. Like, it's in the basement. It's in the basement, you know. And it's like I said to start the stream, you know, a lot of those people that come out and hiss and piss and moan into their keyboards or into their phones, the keyboard commandos, you know, they would never ever dream to come up to you on the street and say something like that to your face. Like, they would never go up to Yoshi P and blast Final Fantasy 16. They would never go up to Tetsuya Nomura or Yoshinori Kitase and say some shit like that to their face. They'd be kissing their ass. That's exactly how that would go down. Put that in the book. That's exactly how that would go down. So when I see these people doing this thing, I'm just like, you're just immature, man. It's like, just disregard. Just disregard. You loved it, you didn't like it, you hated it. It was whatever your opinion was on it. I think they should be commended. They did what Square Enix doesn't do a lot. They hit their dates. They hit their dates. And the game wasn't super broken. It wasn't like some mess when it came out. They hit their dates. They hit all their bullet points. They made the game they wanted to make, and they did it on time. I think, especially in this day and age, that is super commendable. That is way above what a lot of companies do these days, and I think they should be commended for it. Now, do they have issues with other stuff they have going on? Absolutely. Yeah, they've got, Square Enix has some issues they need to figure out. Some kinks that need to be straightened out, but, you know, so do a lot of companies. So, I think that's definitely a thing right now. The internet is safe from consequences. That's true. That's true. But that goes two ways. Wink, wink. That goes two ways. So... No, fair criticism, and that's one of the points I made at the top of the stream. Fair criticism and fair debate. Like, a lot of people have forgotten how to debate a point, so as it doesn't just like devolve into like mindless arguing. But like, to debate something and to criticize, to offer a critique, to offer a fair criticism of something, like Cyberpunk 2077 was busted as hell on PS4 when it came out. Fair criticism. To come out and say Cyberpunk 2077 is trash, not fair criticism, because it's not trash. It's actually an excellent game. I don't know. I can't do first-person shooters. I have to have a puke bucket next to me if I'm doing a first-person game because of my vertigo. But, listening to other people I trust, they say it's an excellent game, I will take their word for it. But, it was busted as hell when it came out. Fair criticism, right? You mean people don't like FF7R? No, yeah, believe it or not, there's a lot of people out there that don't like it. What's up, Scott? Yeah, we're absolutely gonna see Rebirth at Tokyo Game Show. That's what I've been telling you all since last time we saw it. Like I said, Gonna double down from here on, baby. Tell your friends I'll be doubling down. Like, you know, I'm nice a lot of times, you know, especially if I feel like I'm pretty certain about something, you know. Everybody was attacking me coming out. Now I've gotten things wrong. You know, we're only human. I don't know, you know, but my predictions I base on my knowledge of marketing and stuff like that are 85 to 90% of the time spot on. That's a really damn good percentage. What up, Sean? No, you the man. You the man. But yeah, we're going to see Final Fantasy VII Rebirth at Tokyo Game Show for sure. We're going to see Vincent Valentine. We're probably going to see Sid Highwind. We're probably going to see Genesis. You know, I thought it was funny the other day on Twitter. People started talking about Genesis because of something that leaked, some cryptid thing that came out of Square Enix. And everybody's acting all shocked. I was like, I've been telling you motherfuckers for... Because I've been telling you motherfuckers for 4 years he's going to be in this game. Now everybody's shocked. Because big YouTubers got on it. It's like, oh, I think Genesis might be in this. Yeah, Ray's been telling you this for 4 years. Buckle up. Tune in. Wise up. Do I think it's weird that Ever Crisis will reveal Vincent and Sid before a Rebirth trailer? No. Not if they have, not if they tweak their designs. That's going to be iffy. Square Enix could release a teaser or something saying, hey, this is what Vincent's going to look like. You know, this is what, you know, they could do something. But yes, just to straight up answer your question, it's going to be super weird that it's going to reveal in Ever Crisis first. So if it does happen that way. I'm ready for Chrono Trigger Remake. I've been ready for decades. Decades. Oh, dude, I'm absolutely playing Sea of Stars. That's this weekend, right? Is that this weekend? Or is it next weekend? But yeah, I've got it. I think I've got it pre-ordered. If I don't, I'll be picking it up. But pre-order doesn't matter anymore. You know, I just go on my PS5 and just download it when it comes out. That's interesting, Marius. Oh, funny story. I was down at the Huntington Comic and Toy Con. I was in Creator Row down there. And I forget the guy's name. Who's the voice actor that plays Vice? Anyway, I was staying at the Delta Hotel downtown Huntington, West Virginia. And he was in the room right across from me. He was in the room like right across from me. We passed each other a couple times, and I didn't bother him. You don't want to bother people when they're at these things, especially when they're coming and going. He may have been trying to, I don't know, go take a piss or go get some food or something. You know, I don't want to be like, oh, kawaii, can I get a picture with you? No, I don't do that shit when I'm at shows. But Damon Mills, yeah, because I think he plays Frieza now as well. But yeah, he was there, and he was in the room right across from me. I thought about knocking on his door after the show one night, just being like, hey man, I know a lot of people that would love to get pranked by you right now. You want to prank some people? But no, he was really cool. He's tall. Like he's taller. I think he's like an inch or two taller than me, and I'm 6'2". I think he's like 6'3" or 6'4". He's a tall dude. Things are good, Lenny. How you doing, brother? Sea of Stars is today? What? Well, I'll be playing it this weekend. I'll be playing it this weekend, then. But yeah, it's going to be a really intriguing September. I think we're going to start seeing some things leaking out in about 2 weeks. Maybe a little less than that. 10 days to 2 weeks. I think we're going to see some things starting to kind of leak out and come out about, you know, Rebirth and everything. I think Tokyo Game Show, I think that's going to be the release date trailer. I called that back this summer when they did the Summer Games Fest trailer. Remember, after the Summer Games Fest thing, I told you, I was like, this is all we're going to see of Rebirth until Tokyo Game Show. I said that. I'm on record as saying that. And so like it looks like that's what it's going to be. So sit tight. We're almost there. We got some stuff happening, so we're almost there. Oh, that's cool, Marius. Yeah, I know, Jedi. Like, there's been some people who I'm like really surprised by, like, their stature. You know, I mean, of course, you know, I never judge anybody by that. You know, you can't help your genetic code you're born with or whatever. But overworked and waiting for Labor Day. Indeed. Overworked. I feel that one. So what do you all think? So what's the over-under on the Tokyo Game Show Final Fantasy VII Rebirth trailer? Over-under on length. 2.5 minutes. Over or under? Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry. 3.5 minutes. Over or under? What are we thinking? Over or under? I think it's going to be over. I think it's going to be a long trailer. I think it's going to be a long trailer, and I also think it's going to be the release date trailer. So, and I think we're going to get Vincent. I think we're going to definitely getting at least one character reveal. We got Elena in the last one, and that was all right, you know. But it wasn't like a big one. And look, she looks super Square Enixy. Like, Elena kind of looked generic. Everybody's like, she looks great. I'm like, she kind of looks generic. Elena kind of looked generic in that trailer. I hope they spice her up a little bit. And I hope she's not cutesy girl talking. You know, I hope she's not like, oh, kawaii. No, I hope she's not like that. I want Elena to be a little bit tough. She's a bartender. You know, she's a bartender chick. So, she needs to be a little tough. She's a Turk. Needs to have a little edge on her. You know, little new employee vibe going on with her, but you know she needs to be a little bit tougher. I don't like that she's like a bouncy pitch in her voice. I think she should be tougher than that. But so we got Elena, and she was super Square Enixy, generic Square Enixy looking. So they spice her up a little bit. But again, if they don't, who cares? It's Elena. Nobody gives a shit, right? Like. Somebody, I can't remember what it was. I think I was just reading a random thing on Reddit about Final Fantasy VII Remake, and somebody was just going off, just lines and lines and lines about how if Cissnei is not regarded, like, with respect in, like, Rebirth, then the whole thing is a failure. I'm like, man, I don't do drugs, but whatever you're on, sir, that's premium top dollar shit. Because Cissnei don't matter. She's like super throwaway character. I mean, yeah, it'd be cool if they incorporate her in some way, but you do not need to tell the story of Final Fantasy VII and have to find some way to incorporate Cissnei. It just doesn't have to be. And there are a lot of characters like that. Square has forever long trailers. They do. Especially when they really want you to buy that game. They think beating you over the head with a 5 to 7 minute trailer is the way they're going to get you to buy that game. Didn't Forspoken have some long ass trailers? I think Forspoken had one trailer that was like long. Have I still been checking out Bleach 1000 Year Blood War? What are your thoughts on the latest episode? Yes, I have. Like, let me tell you what. I had 2 weeks in a row, 3 weeks in a row, where I was out of town for a show. I took my Fire Stick with me to hook it up. So Saturday night, after I got in the room after the show, I wasn't going out to the after parties and stuff. I was plugging my Fire Stick in and watching 1000 Year Blood War. It's amazing. It is peak storytelling in any genre of fiction right now. Games, TV, movies, whatever. Bleach is that bitch right now. And I like the changes they made from the manga to this last episode. Ichigo he's super powerful. I like what they did with the Bambis, like them activating their Volstandic. I forgot what the Reishi absorption ability is that Kyuuge OP used, but they used it. I liked that change. It made them look like brick shit houses. I really liked that change. And it made the Quincy's look scarier because I was like, oh man, like anybody can whip this out. Anybody can whip this out and go church bells and crosses and all that kind of shit. I loved it. I think it's amazing right now. And the Rukia Asnod fight was everything I wanted it to be. I knew it would just be one episode, but I thought it was just gorgeous. I thought it was just absolutely gorgeous. Zack playable? Yeah, I could see that. That's definitely gonna happen. I mean, that's definitely happening. Yeah, exactly. The Summer Games Fest trailer. Yeah, I thought that was 3, but yeah, you might be. You're definitely right. I think that was 3.5. But yeah, they're gonna have more to show in this. So, oh yeah, it's going down. It's going down. Final Fantasy 16 25-minute long trailers. Stupid. Get out of here. That's hilarious. That cracked me up. I think there was a gameplay trailer that was 25 minutes. You're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that. Yeah, it's on Hulu. Yeah, it's on Hulu. Okay, yeah. Good call. Good call. Man, they showed that quick shot of Aizen in Mukin, right? And I was like, oh, this doesn't happen yet, you know? But it just showed him real quick. And I was like, Aizen's that dude. Aizen's my dude. Like, you know, that was the highlight of the episode for me, was that 5-second pan down shot of Aizen just sitting there pinned to the wall. I can't wait. I can't wait for wait. Oh, Kyoraku. I keep wanting to call him Ukitake. No, not Ukitake. I can't wait for Kyoraku's conversation with Aizen. I hope that's like a whole episode. I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, I hope they don't do Robert dirty like they did in the manga. Because if you remember, Robert in the manga, he went nuts. He was basically like, oh my god, he's done with us, he's gonna kill us all, or whatever. And he was like a nervous wreck. And then he just gets zapped by the Ashvalen. It's like, this is like skeleton, you know. I hope they don't do him like that. Like, he showed up looking straight up like Bryan Cranston Heisenberg with hair and shooting Kyoraku's eye out. I don't want to see him going chicken shit. You know what I mean? So I hope they do him a little better than that. Will they show Genesis with longer hair and rebirth? That would be cool. That would be cool because he's been in like a state of slumber, but it's not been that long at this point because he's waking up sooner, right? He's waking up much sooner. Like, he's waking up pretty much right after he went to sleep in Rebirth. It's not like it's Dirge of Cerberus. After Dirge of Cerberus, like 2 years later, he's waking up. No, it's like a couple of months later. So it might be a little bit longer, but they took Bleach off Crunchyroll? Really? Okay. Yeah, Hulu's where it's at, dude. I like Hulu. I've got Max. I got HBO Max free with my internet. which is cool. We just ditched cable. We don't have cable anymore. So I've got that. My wife has Amazon Prime, and I pay for Hulu ad-free every month. That's where it's at, man. And I've still got my Funimation $5 or $6 a month. So I don't need I don't want Crunchyroll. It doesn't have a good TV app. The Crunchyroll app itself, I don't like. So I won't be doing that. Oi, oi! What's up, Wolf Tales? Playing Sea of Stars? Absolutely. Not tonight. Not tonight. I'll be too busy this week. I've got a pitch presentation tomorrow for Aurora, and I've got a couple of meetings on Thursday, and then Friday it's catch up on work day. But then this weekend I will be playing Sea of Stars. I can't wait to get into it. It's gonna be awesome. Looking for the reactions from the anime only fans to see more of Yu Ha. Let's just say it's gonna blow the yeah. Like the revelation when he gets to the Soul King Palace is gonna be pretty awesome. And look, I think the whole fourth core is gonna be them dealing with Yu Ha and the Oofstapel. Oofstapel or Goofstapel? I can't remember what they're called, but the four main guys at the top. I think it's Perninda, Askin, Naklavar, then but yeah, those guys. So I think I would dedicate all of Core 4 to just expanding the Yu Ha battle and giving Bleach a proper ending. Not that shit we got in the manga where they rushed it. I want a proper ending to, in my opinion, one of the greatest comics of all time. One of the greatest comic books of all time, Bleach. One of the greatest stories of all time, for me. In my personal opinion. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. I'm not arguing that it's the GOAT. It's one of my personal favorites. It deserves a better ending than what it got, for sure. What's up, Wortley? Yeah, they've had Crunchyroll and Funimation for a while, at least a year, I think. But so far, Funimation app, it's still intact. Like all the new stuff that comes out, I don't think comes out on Funimation anymore. But I just watch a bunch of old shit, right? So I'm an old head, right? So I just watch Record of Lodoss War and stuff like that on repeat for $5 a month. So and Tenchi Muyo. Warrior, I've heard that's good. I've heard that's really good. But Monolith Soft have to be involved in a life. No, I don't think they'd have to be involved. Money opens all doors. If Square Enix really wanted to do it. But, you know, they would have to have some kind of massive plan in order to guarantee they're going to make their money back plus whatever their profit margin is they want to make. So if they had to pay more than they want for rights, because I think they have to get like 2 levels of rights to do Xenogears. it's not just them. I think I had this conversation with somebody who's actually knows more about it than I do a couple years ago. But I think there's 2 entities they would have to pay rights to. And I don't think they'd be able to make the math work on that. So I don't think we're going to be talking about Xenogears remake anytime soon, which is unfortunate because I know Yasunori Mitsuda has said he's all about it. So Shootstoffel, thank you, Marius. Man, Marius, we could probably hang out, man. I bet we like the same stuff. Man. Yeah, Shootstoffel, yeah. I remember now you said that, but I couldn't remember what the first part of that was. Goofstoppel, I sound like a goon, right? Raised in the goon platoon, everybody look out, he's a traitor. The Goofstoppel. That sounds borderline racist, doesn't it? I shouldn't probably say that. That's probably a cuss word in German or something. But yeah, so I'm probably gonna go ahead and call it a night right there. I just want to come on, reacclimate, get back into it. I gotta fix the lighting in here because whenever I back up, this dims out real bad. So I gotta fix whatever this lighting issue is. I gotta get that fixed. But thank all of you, the 25 to 30 that have been watching tonight. I will be back on, well, when there's something to talk about. I'll be back on this weekend. We'll do Sea of Stars. I don't know if I'm going to stream that here or on Twitch. So if you haven't followed me on Twitch, twitch.tv/RayKaufman. I'm going to be getting back on there and doing that stuff again. Doing Twitch again. So y'all have a great night. Be safe. Be good to each other. Keep rocking. And I will see you all tomorrow. First new piece of content back drops tomorrow. Be looking forward to that here on the channel. Until then, I will catch you all next time. I'm going to make myself a burrito and pass out because your boy's been working all day and he is tired. He is tired, and I am going to catch you all tomorrow. Have a great night. Thank you for being here and keep rocking. Cool stuff coming tomorrow. I'll catch you all later. Missing my Bleach reactions. I'm not going to, oh, okay, before I go, I'm not going to be doing the Bleach reactions anymore. I am going to do review videos. So now that I'm back, there's obviously going to be a few that are missing because I've been out. My computer's been shot. But I am working on a video where I'm going to review what I think of the current core so far. And then every week on Monday, I'm going to upload a review video for that. So those will be here on this channel too. So, but yeah, the reaction videos, mine aren't good, and they take so long to make. Like, I gotta black out the screen, I gotta make something move around and jump around so it doesn't get flagged. It's a big mess, so I'm not gonna do those anymore. But I will be doing reviews. So, first one will be dropping next week. This next episode should be a banger. So, on that note, I will hop off here. I will catch you all later. Peace and love. Keep rocking. See you tomorrow.